Arsenal are going to the Champions League final for the first time in 21 years. A night nobody in North London will ever forget. Welcome to Soccer World News. Let's break down one of the biggest nights in Arsenal's history. The tie came into tonight perfectly balanced, 1-1 on aggregate after the first leg in Madrid last week, where Gyökeres had opened the scoring from the penalty spot before Julian Alvarez leveled for Atleti. Everything to play for at the Emirates. The first half was tight and tactical. Arsenal dominated possession, but Atletico held firm defensively, their trademark Simeone defensive shape making life difficult. Neither side created many clear-cut chances in the opening exchanges. Then, just before halftime, the moment. Leandro Trossard unleashed a powerful strike that Jan Oblak could only parry. Bukayo Saka pounced on the rebound and slotted home 1-0 Arsenal, 2-1 on aggregate. The Emirates absolutely erupted. The second half was everything you'd expect from a Champions League semi-final. Atletico threw everything at Arsenal in search of the equalizer that would keep their tie alive. Arsenal held on. Final score, 1-0. Arsenal advanced 2-1 on aggregate. Budapest, here they come. It had to be Bukayo Saka, the boy from Ealing, Arsenal's number 7. On the biggest night of the club's recent history, their most important player delivered. His goal in the 44th minute, pouncing on Oblak's parry from Trossard's strike, was his most important goal for the club, and considering this is a player who has scored in multiple Premier League title run-ins and Champions League knockout rounds this season, that is saying a lot. Saka has now been directly involved in more Champions League goals than any other Arsenal player this season. He is 24 years old and is already playing the best soccer of his career. On Tuesday night, he sent 60,000 people into delirium. With tonight's win, Arsenal have now extended their unbeaten run in the Champions League to 14 games this season. 10 wins, 3 draws, and now 1 more win. That is a new club record for the longest unbeaten streak in European competition. Their previous record was 13 games, set during the run that took them to their only other Champions League final in Paris in 2006 against Barcelona. They have now surpassed that. And they did it with a defensive display that was as impressive as it was nerve-shredding. Gabriel's clearance off the line in the second half was the defining moment, the kind of play that wins European trophies. Arsenal now await their opponent in the Champions League final in Budapest on May 30th at the Puskás Arena. That opponent will be decided tomorrow, May 6th, when Bayern Munich hosts PSG in the second leg of their semi-final. PSG lead 5-4 on aggregate after a wild first leg in Paris. Bayern need to win by at least 2 goals to advance on aggregate. Whoever comes through, whether it's Mbappé-less PSG or a Thomas Tuchel Bayern side, Arsenal will fancy their chances. They are the only unbeaten team in this season's Champions League. They are Premier League leaders, and they now have the momentum of a historic night at the Emirates behind them. Mikel Arteta has built something special at Arsenal, a team that defends as a unit, attacks with intensity, and refuses to crack under pressure. 21 years after their last final, they are back on the biggest stage in club soccer, and the double is now genuinely on the table. Arsenal lead the Premier League, Arsenal are in the Champions League final. The next 4 weeks could define a generation. Arsenal, Champions League final, Budapest, May 30th, 21 years in the making, Bukayo Saka with the goal, Gabriel with the clearance, Raya with the saves. This team did it. Drop your reaction in the comments. Who do you want Arsenal to face in the final, PSG or Bayern? Subscribe to Soccer World News for full coverage all the way to Budapest. See you next time.